A $215 million tax break for them. That's right, $215 million. Johnson even threw in a tax break for himself. Don't miss this opportunity. Call now. DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Weather Watch 12 with Conrad Sipinski, weekends at 10 p.m.
At Family Foot and Ankle, our practice focuses on foot and ankle care for the entire family. We provide routine foot care such as nail and callus trimming, wound care, diabetic care, ulcer care, and more. Many of our services are often Medicare covered. Our first visit is covered by Medicare and involves a detailed podiatric history and physical examination. We'll provide care and set you up for the future. Call our office today to schedule your visit at any of our convenient locations.
Dan, Jessica, and Jeff bring you the news and weather from where you live weeknights. Up North at 4 with Nate and Jeff starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Nate Myhawk. Today on Up North at 4, we'll learn about how manufacturers in the dairy state can earn praise for their work. Buffy will return with a new recipe, and we'll learn about the work of the people at the Northwoods Animal Alliance. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. The first day of school can be a little nerve-wracking for kids. New teacher, new classmates, new obstacles to watch out for in your driveway. A family in Texas had their first day routine interrupted by a near 6-foot alligator in their driveway. Luckily, their father has training in both jiu-jitsu and MMA, so the intruder wasn't too much of a hassle. He was able to subdue the creature and then release it back into the wild, and the kids got the ultimate icebreaker fun fact for their first day of school. A good amount of protein in your breakfast often helps keep you energized throughout the day, whether that's eggs or bacon or sausage, but sometimes you might need a little snack during the day, like Doug Ford, the Ontario Premier, giving a press conference on Tuesday when he accidentally swallowed a bee. The accidental snack was caught on camera, and Ford had a good laugh about the incident, but it seems like a less enjoyable way of getting honey straight from the source. And while eating bees is not a fun hobby, beekeeping surely is. And this letter has now gone viral on Twitter. A woman posted this image. It was a note from her father who passed away 9 years ago. It was stuck in his old beekeeping equipment and was dated from 2012. In the note, he wrote that he hopes that one of his children would find this gear and then use it to get interested in his hidden old hobby. And also telling them to not be afraid and also have courage. A lot of love from that father towards his children, obviously. However, the biggest bromance blooming right now appears to be the one between Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers and the actor Nicolas Cage. A few weeks after Rodgers showed up to training camp dressed as Cage's character in the movie Con Air, Rodgers was gifted a bust of the famous actor. As of right now, nobody knows who sent Rodgers the gift, but I will fight to make sure that we can get Nick Cage to be an honorary captain at some point during this season. And Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joining us now. So, Jeff, I'm thinking of getting a bust of myself to gift to you. What do you think about that?
No, let's not make it about you this time, Nate. All right, so let's talk about the weather, and let's start here. This thing passed some gas 2 days ago on Monday, and that energy is now making it toward Earth. That could give us the northern lights again this evening, a G3 this evening. However, we have issues because we have some cloud cover across the area as well. Lots of sunshine this morning, followed by a break in the clouds for several hours, and now things are clouding over as we have quite a weather system headed our way that will likely bring us some showers later on tonight, and then also scattered showers throughout the day on Thursday into Friday and Saturday as well. Right now, though, it's partly cloudy, 77 in Rhinelander, a calm wind there at the airport. Over in Wausau, 82 for you, again, the southwest breeze, and the pressure is falling as low pressure is approaching. Okay, so around the horn, temperatures hanging out from low to mid 70s, even a few low 80s. We'll take it, but somewhat cooler temperatures are on the way now. 76 tomorrow, also for Friday, and near that on Saturday and Sunday as well. So pretty much the average high being 77, 78. We'll be near that the next 5 to 10 days around here. All right, cloud cover is increasing across our area now. There's a disturbance to the west of us that will kind of scoot to our north this evening. The main event, though, is back behind this. That's over here. That will likely bring us a low pressure system getting in here later tomorrow and then sit and spin over us, not just tomorrow, but for Friday, Saturday into Sunday. So our forecast then tonight, though, is increasing clouds. A rogue thunder shower can't be ruled out late with low temperatures down near 56. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
It's Slumberland's anniversary sale. And to celebrate, we're stacking the deals. Buy any sofa or sectional and get 20% off your second purchase. Get another 20% off both items. Plus, we are still offering great special financing at Slumberland Furniture.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua is a full-service traditional jewelry store offering a wide range of jewelry and gift items to fit any budget. Find jewelry from classic diamonds to beautiful colored gems and pearls, engagement rings, and wedding bands for every style. Gift selections include jewelry travel cases, glassware, picture frames, and an extensive line of baby gifts. Bassett offers in-store jewelry repairs and engraving to personalize your gifts.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving is proud to sponsor Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen.
Felco Factory Direct. What does that mean? It means no middleman, no overpriced, underperforming windows. Factory Direct means getting what you want, when you want, without breaking the bank. It means when you buy one window, you'll get one free. Yes, free. It means quality craftsmanship, custom designs, and a lifetime warranty. Most importantly, it means a team of window professionals dedicated to one thing above all, your delight. Buy one window, get one free. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
I'm Mandela Barnes. People like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, they're bringing big, bold ideas to Capitol Hill.
Radical ideas funded by the taxpayers.
Free public higher education. We need an immigration system that says that no human being is illegal. We can start by making sure that immigrants have access to driver's licenses and in-state college tuition.
And guess who's going to pay for all that? Wisconsin Truth Bag is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's Slumberland's anniversary mattress sale, and we've got great deals and specials on mattresses. Like a free bedding bundle with select mattress purchases of $5.99 or more. That's 2 free pillows, a sheet set, comforter, and 2 pillowcases. Free. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
And welcome back to Up North at 4. Nick Novak joining me now. We're talking about the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. This is an annual contest, I guess, if you will, that you guys help put on to find, as the name implies, the coolest thing made in Wisconsin, right? And so, Nick, thanks for joining me. I know we've featured this event before on our newscast, but I'm sure people always forget. But just to kind of remind people what you guys do, you take nominations, people submit ideas, they submit companies, they submit products, obviously made in Wisconsin, that you find to be the best, right? Is it as simple as that?
It is simple as that. WMC and Johnson Financial Group, we started this contest about 7 years ago. And as you mentioned, our goal is to find the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. So we've had 6 winners already, and we are looking for that lucky number 7. And we're looking for products from all across Wisconsin that are made here in the Badger State. So whether it's a company that you work for making a product each and every day, or you just know of a really cool product that is made here in Wisconsin, we want to hear from the people all around the state to hear what they think is the coolest. And so folks can go to madeinwis.com and nominate a product really easily. Just need a little bit of information about it, a picture, and some contact information. And once you submit it, you're in the game. So should be a really fun contest.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds simple enough, but I'm curious, though, is this I mean, obviously it has to be made in Wisconsin. That's sort of the whole idea behind it. But is it any type of product, like food? It could be equipment of some sort. It's kind of open-ended, right?
Any product that is manufactured in the state of Wisconsin. So you do have to use that manufacturing process. So, not looking for, the favorite food at your local restaurant in this contest, but, anything that's made. So that can be food processing. So, beer, cheese, things like that. That can be equipment, machinery, different products like that. I mean, it could be clothing, shoes or anything else that's made in Wisconsin. So we're really looking to highlight the manufacturing sector. It is the largest industry in the state of Wisconsin. It employs about 1 in 6 people. And that's why WMC and Johnson Financial Group have partnered each year to do this contest, because we really want to talk about the cool things that we manufacture here in Wisconsin, but we also want to talk about the people who make those really cool things. Right. There's so many great careers in manufacturing in Wisconsin, and we just want to bring attention to those careers and maybe some opportunities that people didn't know about.
Yeah, when you think of Wisconsin, as someone who's from the state myself, obviously you start to think of the farming, the agriculture. Back in the day, the logging industry was huge. I feel like the manufacturing side of things sort of goes kind of unrecognized, right? And this is sort of your guys' way of highlighting that. And I think that's really awesome. That's so much fun. And obviously you've been doing this now for, I believe you said 6 years. So there's been 6 different award winners for the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. What are some of the prizes that you guys have handed out? What sort of products have won this award in the past?
Well, just like the manufacturing sector in Wisconsin, our winners have been really diverse. We have had food products that have won in the past. Oshkosh Corporation with their Joint Light Tactical Military Vehicle has won in the past. We also had from Rice Lake, Wisconsin, Henry Hunting Rifles with their all-weather big boy rifle that they make there. And so, I mean, just so many different products have won, and from small products all the way up to massively huge ones. Our winner last year was a 140-ton Navy crane from Manitowoc. And so it really is a diverse industry. It is a vibrant industry that has a lot of opportunity. And as we talk about WMC and Johnson Financial Group throughout this contest, we just make some really cool things, and we want to highlight that.
Absolutely. We're talking military technology. We're talking hunting rifles, crane. I mean, yeah, we're all over the board, obviously. I think that's kind of what we do best here in Wisconsin. I'm kind of curious, though, obviously one winner, but how many products or nominations do you guys see in a given year? Does it kind of fluctuate year by year?
We typically get about 150 nominees each year in this contest, but that's just a small number of the amount of manufacturers that we have in Wisconsin. We actually have about 9,000 manufacturers all across the state. Nearly 500,000 people work in manufacturing in Wisconsin. And so while we typically get about 150 nominees, we'd love to see even more than that. So if you know of a product, go to madeinwis.com. sign up and nominate that product, and the voting will begin in mid-September. So that's when the really fun part starts. That's when the people of Wisconsin really get to see all the products made here and start to have their voice heard of what they think is the coolest.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a criteria, I guess I should say, for the voting process, or is it just people log on, they can look at what the nominees are and just say, hey, I think that one's pretty cool, or what goes into that?
Once we announce the nominees in mid-September, folks will be able to go to madeinwis.com and cast their vote. Anyone can vote once per day per device. So we have a system set up where it will recognize that device getting the vote in. And so you can go every single day and cast your vote for what you think is the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. And we'll tally all those up at the end of each round. And once we get past our popular vote round, we go into our Manufacturing Madness bracket, which takes those top 16 products, puts them in head-to-head matchups, and we go from a top 16 to a top 8 to a top 4, and we'll announce our final winner on October 19th at our Business Day in Madison event in the middle of October. So it should be a really fun contest, and the best part is that the people get to vote.
Absolutely, yeah. The democracy wins out, right? Well, Nick, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today. Of course, we'll have to check out some of these products as they are. You guys are currently in the nomination process, so once you guys announce those nominees, we'll have to check some out, obviously, and hopefully showcase some of them on our show. But in the meantime, I'll let you go, and we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today. We'll be right back on Up North at 4.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Kitchen Bath Mart.
Medicare beneficiaries learn how the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Oneida County may be able to help lower the cost of your Medicare premiums and deductibles. Through the Medicare Improvement for Patients and Providers Act, the Aging and Disability Resource Center is available to help educate beneficiaries about the low-income subsidy program for Medicare Part D, Medicare savings programs, and Medicare preventive services. Call the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Oneida County or visit online for more information.
Birchfield Nurseries of Rhinelander has been servicing northern Wisconsin since 1950. Birchfield Nurseries grows all of their own plants, and you will always find healthy, hardy, and well-maintained plants. Let their experienced staff answer any of your landscaping questions. They also handle shredded bark mulch, compost, and topsoil. For all your lawn care needs, they carry sod, premium gas seed, and lawn fertilizer. Consider one of the professional landscape crews to do the work for you. If you want experience with quality, call Birchfield Nurseries.
At Schrader's, we love summer, and it shows. Find a beautiful dress for that warm weather event. Shorts and tops in the latest trends. Keen sandals and Lake Girl. And get the perfect gift for that summer wedding.
You'll always find something new to love at Schrader's in Anago.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer. The summer supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Choose Flex Buy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% APR financing for 66 months.
Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen on Up North at 4 is brought to you by Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in Minocqua and Eagle River Cabinets in Rhinelander and Eagle River.
Hi everyone, welcome to Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen. On today's menu, we're going to be making a mashup of two classics. We're making potato salad and three bean salad, and we're putting them together. And I have in my big bowl here about 3 pounds of red potatoes that I've chunked up and boiled. I have 1 can of kidney beans that I've rinsed and drained. I have 1 can of drained wax beans. I have about 2 cups of green beans that I actually steamed in with my potatoes. And I have half of a red onion that I've sliced thin, 1/2 cup apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup neutral oil, and 1/4 cup sugar. The first thing we're going to do is make our dressing. And that's just, again, a dump and run kind of thing. And we're just going to mix this up to dissolve that sugar. Then I'm going to set that aside for just a moment and dump in my beans to my potatoes. And as you well know, a chronic Buffy problem. I probably should have used a bigger bowl, but we're going to go with what we have here. We're going to give this a stir. And if you like, you can salt and pepper this to taste. I did salt the potatoes a bit, and canned vegetables kind of notoriously have salt in them, so I'm probably not going to add any more salt. But if I had pepper out here with me, which I don't, I would no doubt add that. So once I get this fairly gently combined, I'm just going to give my dressing a good stir. Dump that in and stir that over. And if any of these beans aren't what you want, feel free to sub in whatever you like. And in no time at all, you have 3-bean potato salad from Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen. Cook on, my friends.
Your home, where life happens. Family and friends gather. Memories are created. Locally family-owned business serving Rhinelander, Eagle River, and surrounding areas. Come into one of our stores located in Eagle River or Rhinelander and work closely with one of our creative kitchen designers on creating your dream kitchen.
Eagle River Cabinets, building relationships, one cabinet at a time.
Brighten your home inside and out with 11% off at Menards. Get peace of mind with Heat Zenith Outdoor Lights, featuring a 30-foot detection range and 100% brightness when motion activated. These lights add security to your home. Now they're 11% off. Shed some light on the subject with True Wave LED bulbs. Sylvania True Wave bulbs mimic natural sunlight and deliver superior dimming control, all while saving energy. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Whether you're looking for fast excitement or casual pleasure, Tomahawk Sports Center can fit your needs. Snow, dirt, or water, Northern Wisconsin's one-stop shop.
I love this state. Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses I proudly helped as Lieutenant Governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Rhinelander Pub is open for lunch. Our full menu featuring our all-you-can-eat soup and salad bar is now available for lunch. Ideal for business lunches or get-togethers with family or friends. We open daily at 11 a.m. We welcome reservations.
Weather Watch 12 with Devin Biggs, 5 to 7 a.m.
Welcome on back to Up North at 4. The good folks at the Northwoods Animal Alliance are helping people with their pets, whether that's getting them microchipped or other medical procedures, or just providing pet owners with the resources that they need. They've done a lot of great work in the past few months, and Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver met with them to find out more.
All right, so I'm here with Tracy and Lynn from the Northwoods Animal Alliance. Thank you guys for joining us today. First off, tell us a little bit about the Northwoods Animal Alliance and what you guys do.
We basically help people and their companion animals through different programs that we have and are developing currently. One of them is a pet food pantry. We also do some rescue work, and we do free microchip clinics, and we try to assist people with, if they got a vet bill or they might need help with spay and neuter. Then if they reach out to us or we see them online somewhere posting for help, we can step in and try to help.
And talk a little bit about, what you guys do, in your first few months now, as, an organization. How has that been going, starting out?
It's been going very well. We've got a good response from the community, a lot of donations coming in, which we really appreciate. We've taken in several puppies. We have a home-based foster system to help get a bunch of puppies vetted, fixed, and adopted into wonderful homes. And so far, so good. We have big dreams for the future. We're just not quite sure what those are yet. Yeah.
And so talk a little bit about, the dogs and why do you guys want to do this?
We've seen such a need for resources in the community that just aren't there to help the animals and their owners. Some people are forced with making a decision of surrendering their animals to shelters if they can't afford vet bills or to feed them, and the economy probably isn't helping at all either.
I would think you and I mean, we've been pretty active in the animal community, locally, and it's just something it's like a passion. We just want to help animals and their people.
These dogs that we have here today, can you, tell us a little bit about them?
Bo was probably a pit mastiff mix. He's about 6 months old. He's gentle, very low-key. He's a couch potato. He would really like just somebody to snuggle with all the time. Yeah. He's happy to be a part of anything you want to do, but he just really wants somebody to watch TV with.
This is Maddie, and he's also about 5 months old. He's a little more puppy-like still, but he's got a great demeanor. He's got the sweetest face. We take pictures and we put them online, and the pictures do him no justice. You have to see him in person. So if somebody's interested, they need to get with us and come meet him.
We have people in the community that just love dogs and maybe want to pick up another dog. How does that work for you guys? And, Talk us through the process of somebody, adopting a dog.
They'd start by picking an animal from our website that they might be interested in. We can do meet and greets. We have an online application. We would go through the application, try to figure out what the best fit is for the animal and the person, and we'd go from there.
Whenever you're adopting a puppy, you're probably going to want to take into consideration training, what kind of vet bills that you might have. If you have other pets in your home, we would definitely want to get those dogs together to meet each other.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Appreciate your time, and thank you.
Guess who's making a splash? Care of Denord, of course. We make installing your dock easy enough for just one person, and you don't even have to get wet. With our piers, there's less maintenance, no rust, and no fuss, because we're factory direct. Made in St. Germain, come and visit us.
Roof warranties are all about trust. Your trust in GAF, a time-tested company, and our trust in our Master Elite contractors. They're trained, licensed, insured, and only they can offer our best warranties.
Call Oneida Roofing today.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with four-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
I'm Tim Michaels. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs. Tony Evers, Joe Biden, they're two peas in a pod. Both career politicians and way over their head, failing the country and the state of Wisconsin. That's why I'm running. We need to have strong, proven executive leadership in Madison that can get things done and make this state as great as it can be.
Looking for a grill or smoker? Powerhouse Lawn and Leisure has the best selection around. Charcoal, pellet, wood-fired, and gas, we've got them all. Plus 115 sauces and rubs to choose from. You'll find something you love. Powerhouse Lawn and Leisure in Merrill.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Guess who's making a splash? Care of Denord, of course. We make installing your dock easy enough for just one person, and you don't even have to get wet. With our piers, there's less maintenance, no rust, and no fuss, because we're factory direct. Made in St. Germain, come and visit us.
And welcome back, Jeff. Sun was out today. It felt nice. It felt warm. I know you were happy about that.
I'm actually kind of sad because there's a really good chance the sun is giving us some energy right now, right? In the form of northern lights.
Don't we like that?
We do, but the clouds are rolling back in tonight, and the best chance to see them is later this evening, and that's going to be covered by clouds because we have a long duration rain event on the way. And it's not going to be a full day of rain tomorrow or Friday or Saturday or Sunday, but definitely scattered showers out there, a slow moving system giving us thunder showers. The best chance for rain is probably going to be tomorrow night and then early again on Saturday, but overall it's going to be a wet couple days around here.
Yeah, that's what it's hearing. And, you know, just like the Spanish Inquisition, nobody expects the long duration.
I know, but I want the weekends to be like nice and sunny. And, we've kind of not been batting 1,000 over the weekends lately.
I know. We're kind of puttering out at the end of summer here.
Yeah,
it feels like.
We got to go skydiving one of these days.
We need to reschedule that. We got to get that set up. But in the meantime, Jeff, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow on Up North at 4.
The Central Wisconsin Military Show live auction Friday at 4 p.m. Huge military swap meet both days. Saturday is Family Day with scavenger hunt for the kids.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua is a full-service traditional jewelry store offering a wide range of jewelry and gift items to fit any budget. Find jewelry from classic diamonds to beautiful colored gems and pearls, engagement rings, and wedding bands for every style. Gift selections include jewelry travel cases, glassware, picture frames, and an extensive line of baby gifts. Bassett offers in-store jewelry repairs and engraving to personalize your gifts.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving is proud to sponsor Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the number one goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs, but